Hey guys, my name is Eve. I have been a celebrity makeup artist for over 10 years, and throughout my career, I have learned so many tips and tricks that I'm so ready and feeling very inspired to share with you guys. Some of you may already follow me on different platforms, but I'm here to let you guys know that this space right here is going to be completely different, and you won't want to miss what I have in store for you. In this video today, I'm going to be showing you my go-to makeup look for when I want to look like myself, but just a little bit better. Do not forget to like, comment what you want to see more of, and subscribe because I may spill some tea. All right, we're going to go in with foundation. Today, I'm actually going to be choosing the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I really love this foundation just for the everyday, and I'm giving you guys a go-to look. So I will be showing you how I apply it. All right, so I'm gonna grab a foundation brush. That's more of a kabuki style. That's typically like what I like to use as far as foundation to apply it. So I'm just gonna grab some and then work and start on the center of the face and work my way outwards. And notice I am doing a tapping motion with anything really in makeup. You really just want to tap it into the skin. When you create more of like the swiping motions, you're more likely to disturb any of the product that you're actually laying on your skin, and you're actually giving yourself more work. So you really do want to just create tapping motions. It's so good because you can build it. As you guys can see, this pimple just happened to enter the chat, and I'm not really quite happy. So we're gonna cover that bad boy up. As you guys can already see, this is so pretty. Such a really nice finish, and it looks so natural. You know, one thing, as I have been in the industry for so long and also work during, production, and I've been able to realize that a lot of the makeup in person looks way different than it does on camera. I'm just going to go in with one layer, and then I am going to basically just spot conceal, and I'll show you guys how I do that. Sometimes I like to take my foundation and put it here as opposed to using concealer, just because it's a little bit lighter on the skin. As you can see, the skin just looks a lot more, what's the word? Just looks more even. That's the word I want to say. It looks so much more even, which is really the look that I want. I don't necessarily want too much coverage because this is just like an everyday makeup. So we want to go for that natural look. So I also have my eyebrows on already. I just use an eyebrow pen to just sort of fill in my brows very lightly. And then after, I'll show you how I actually set my eyebrows, just in case you guys were wondering, because I didn't mention that in the beginning. To obviously take it up a notch, we're going to go with the Huda Beauty Full Filter Concealer. I really like this concealer, you guys. I think the match is a perfect match. So I really like to actually use that with a brush, just to give me, you guys will see, I'm big on brushes. I think that's why I really like using brushes. That's why I prefer using brushes, because I feel like it allows you to be able to concentrate that area where you actually do want full coverage. I do want full coverage on these bad boys that I did not invite before anything. So I do want, again, and I'm actually using very little, you guys, but this concealer really cancels out that redness because it is a full coverage concealer. But right now, I'm going to use the Patrick Ta Cream Contour and Powder and Powder Bronzer Duo. You see, it's just like tongue twisting. And I actually want to mix that a little bit with the cream bronzer from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I do like to sort of mix cream products. I do want a little bit of warmth from this cream contour. And I do actually like the cool tone in this one. So I do want to sort of make them have a baby. I'm just grabbing some of the cream contour. You guys, I'm not sure if it's picking up exactly what the color looks like, but if you see, It's a little bit more cool toned. So I do like to mix them a little bit just to sort of create my own shade. Who knows, maybe in the future I could just create my own beauty line and I don't have to mix anymore. So putting it out there, you guys, that would definitely be a beautiful, nice manifestation. And I actually do like to contour and bronze the face before I actually go in with the concealer and the blush, and you'll see why. I feel that it just creates a more seamless look that way. How are you guys doing, by the way? I don't think I asked that already. But feel free to let me know what it is that you guys want to see from me. At the end of the day, I am making this for you guys, so why not shoot your suggestions down and let me know what you want to see. A lot of you guys I know follow me from different platforms, and you guys have followed my journey, you know, being a makeup artist for over 10 years. And I've grown in so many ways, personally and professionally. And I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful for everyone who's always supported me. I am gonna, if you notice, this little guy keeps coming back up. So I am gonna go back with my concealer and cover him up again. I call him a he because men are just very stubborn. So, like, why are you coming back? I didn't send for you. Now I'm going in with the cream bronzer to just warm it up just a little bit. And I'm actually going to go in with a different, actually, I'm just going to go in with my finger to just soften it up. Wow, the real New Yorker came out. Let's soften it up. You can take the girl out of New York, but you can't take the New York out of the girl? Yes. Okay, cool. That's exactly what I meant. For today, we're going to go in with such an amazing product. You guys, Patrick Ta's Double Take Cream and Powder Blush in the shade Not Too Much is the perfect shade for every day. I love this product. A lot of you may know this comes with a cream, which is so easy to work with. And then there's the powder to basically set it afterwards. So I am going to go in with that, but can we take a moment? The shade is just so beautiful for the everyday. It really just looks like, you know, got just like a natural flush to the cheeks, which is what I like. You know, I keep talking about this looking very natural, but that's really what I want for the everyday. So I'm going to actually use a more tighter brush. And when I say tighter, a little bit smaller of a kabuki brush, just because I want to really be intentional on my placement. The tighter the brush, the smaller the brush, the more detail you're able to create. So I'm going to go in with the cream, obviously, and really pop that in right here. And sometimes I like to just move all of my hair out, and I will go a little heavy-handed with blush because if you know, blush is the first thing to sort of fade from your face. So even when you do put a lot, it really doesn't show up as much throughout the day. So I do also like, if you notice, I am sort of concentrating that into my brow bone here because I do like it to sort of give that draping effect, which is a whole nother thing that I'll eventually talk about because it's my favorite. I do want to go in with the same concealer I used before to spot conceal. So that's the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. Just very little amount. And I do like to use this brush to sort of lay the product down. And then I go in with my Beauty Blender, and this is like an ASMR right now, you guys. There's a whole lane for that. All right, so I'm going to go in with this brush right here. This is actually the Morphe and Ariel collaboration. And I really like this brush in particular to actually place the concealer. As you can see, it's very flat. So you're able to really precisely lay the product down. So I do want to add some here. And I am going to go upwards a little bit. I do like to go upwards here just to sort of create a more lifted effect. And I am going to slightly reverse contour here too with some concealer. Allow it to sort of dry down a little bit. It's going to actually be able to concentrate into that area, and it's going to give you a fuller coverage. So I did allow it to dry a little bit, took my own advice, and I just want to blend that out with my Beauty Blender. So for setting powder, I am going to go in with the Givenchy Prisma Libre powder in the number 3. Here we go, another trick. If you want to go ahead and set your under eye area, what you're going to do is actually grab a handheld mirror. You're going to put it up this way, and you're going to go ahead and blend out with your sponge the under eye creasing. Because don't forget, guys, the way you set that under eye is the way it's going to stay for the rest of the day. So this is very important that you guys blend out that creasing. Do not look down. Grab your puff. And it takes talent, you guys. It's a whole skill. And you're going to just use that powder puff and set it in that area. I don't grab a lot of powder. I don't really like to use a lot of powder. I do have dry skin, you guys. And so this is why I use very little powder. I'm very, very intentional about where I want to use powder. A whole lot of blending. Makeup is a lot of blending. Even when you think you're done blending, you're not. You just have to keep going. Now that we've already set the concealer, I am going to go back and just add a little bit of powder bronzer. So I'm going to use this brush right here. If you notice, it's slightly tapered. So having this angle is just really going to be able to sort of hug the cheek a little bit more. So I am just going to add a little bit. I could see the sun a little bit more. That wouldn't be bad. Speaking of sun, where are you guys located? Where does everyone live? I live in New Jersey, so we are all vitamin D deficient right now because the sun has not really, I guess shown up. And now I want to actually go in with the powder side of my blush and do the same thing. These duos are so convenient. Again, for the everyday, you want convenience. So I'm just going to go in very little. And I do like to smile a bit to just be able to sort of focus the product where I want it to be focused, which is, again, right here, right on that cheekbone area. And sort of a little bit here. Okay, and sometimes you want to get fancy. You pinch your brush this way and feel free to sort of pop it into your eye crease area. And I think it's so pretty. Again, very minimal brushes. All I did was pinch it like so and just fanned it into my eye crease. And I think we're good with blush because I could definitely keep adding more blush, but I'm not going to. Next step is going to be a very important one. I don't know about you guys, but my eyebrows, they like to do their own thing. The Rare Beauty Brow Gel, I believe it's the Flexible Lifting Gel, is so good. This brush is amazing. I know it's going to be hard for you guys to see, but this really works. I have very curly hair, so setting my brows is not an option. I have to do that. So I'm just brushing my hairs up. My hairs already grow that way. And then I like to just sort of press down a little bit. All right, so I quickly just curled my lashes off camera. And now I'm going to go in with the YSL Volume Effect Mascara. This is just a black mascara, but this has a very interesting brush, as you can see. And I'm just going to start applying it. This brush is so unique. It really just hugs the lash line, and it's so interesting. I really like this one. There's so many great mascaras, but I really like this one in particular. I think it really just does the job for you. Curling the lashes for me is very important. So this formula really allows you to keep that curl, which is something that I noticed. And I really also like to focus more of the mascara on the outer corner because I do like to sort of give the eyes a more lifted effect, a way more feline. I have very round eyes, and so I always look like deer in headlights. So I have noticed that when I focus more of the product towards the outer portion, it really just gives my eye that look that I want. All right. So now to line the lips, I'm going to go on with my favorite lip liner. This is the Lip Definer from Victoria Beckham in the shade number 2. And I am just going to line my lips. It's very hard to talk and do lip liners, so I'm just going to lip liner to me is so important. It's like one of the steps that I could never leave the house without. Lip liner, mascara, and blush is a must. Because then after that, I could just go in with something like this. This is Ami Calais lip oil and is so beautiful. This is a little bit on the thicker side, but you are going to get a little bit more hydration from this product because of that. And I just want to literally put a little bit. And I like this product because I don't find myself reapplying it often. That's another thing about me. I do not. Once I leave the house, I'm not going to reapply. I'm just not that person. So we're going to go in and set the face with Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is such a good product, and I only need a little bit, honestly. All right, guys. Thank you so much for those who stuck around to see the final look. This is the final look. I hope you guys recreate this. If you do, please tag me at Love Eve Marie across all platforms. I would love to see what is your take on this go-to look. And like, comment, let me know what it is that you guys want to see more of in this channel. As I mentioned, I have so much in store for you guys, and tips and tricks and tea. Let's see what I will be delivering week after week. Don't forget to subscribe. Love you guys so much.